Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today I've got another groundwork lesson, so this is following on from the previous vlog, but Dalco's actually had 2 weeks off because I've been on holiday, so we haven't made very much progress. I've lunged him a couple of times, and at the start and end of those sessions we've done rein back and turning on the forehand, so we've done a little bit, but we've not made very much progress. We've just kind of like kept it ticking over. But yeah, he has had 2 weeks off. I've only lunged him twice since coming home, so he probably will have lost some fitness. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Jodie thinks of him today and what we get up to. But yeah, I'm about to go fetch him in now and get ready, and let's go. So we begin today's session by having a quick catch up, as it's been 3 or maybe 4 weeks now since our last lesson. And then I start off by working Dalco through the patterns that we learnt last time, so Jodie can see our progress and how we're doing with those, and then she can see what it is that we need to focus on in today's session. And it would appear that Dalco is quite a quick learner and is starting to anticipate what it is that I'm asking. So you can see as soon as I step to his side, he starts to move away before I actually ask anything of him. So he is doing the patterns. You can see here he's quite happy to turn the hind leg, but he's not really doing it in the correct way. He's still carrying the tension, he's not finding the release or the relaxation or the correct posture. So what we ended up working on today was actually body work, getting him to find that relaxation and the softness in his body.
So for me, he's doing all the movements, but without it having any meaning. It's just spinning around. It's just
so he's getting
not correct.
Yeah. So he's doing what I ask him, but it's not like
It doesn't have any meaning. He doesn't feel it. He doesn't get any
but instead of the initial blockage, whereas like I don't know what you're asking me to do,
okay,
he will be like, oh yeah, we're going backwards now, or oh you want me to turn around now, but he doesn't really get it.
Yeah, no, completely get that. Okay, so what we need to work on is what's called body awareness. So getting him to tune into his body.
Yeah.
So, for instance, when you go back here.
Yeah.
Everything's he's going back and he's doing he's doing what we ask.
Yeah.
But it's all very tight and tense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to like find little tight points, which there's a lot of tension up through his poll area and at the base of the neck here.
Yeah.
And it's basically training him how to let go. You know, when you say something, just relax, just lower your shoulders. Like that's what we've got to get into him. He's very quick to go into tension. He doesn't know how to switch these muscles that I'm pressing, how to get them to relax. The nervous system is already like in a closed, protective mode, if you like. That he starts to feel, take a breath, tune in. So when I start to come here, instead of the skin tightening, the tail swish, we take shallow breaths. I keep my hand here, just let him tune in that he starts to breathe out onto my neck, onto my hand, like that.
Yeah.
Back to these plates. Stop chewing your expensive brain. Costs money. Boy. So now he's in a better place to actually take a step back. Yeah?
Okay.
I'm just going to put a little bit of pressure on, release.
Yeah.
Then go back to the good boy. Yeah, your skin is like really tight, so you should be able to like move the horse's skin. You know, like here,
Yeah.
that it moves. So on the rib area, here it's very tight. There's not much movement. There's lots of restrictions in the. You know, it's all very twitchy.
Yeah.
So all I'm doing is touching this area. This is stuff you can really stable within.
Yeah.
Ideally, even just before you brush him.
Okay.
You know, that you can make contact and that he's like relaxed, he's not trying to like bite you.
Yeah.
That you can touch the poll area and he's tuning in with himself. You can touch these areas. Listen. You can pick up a leg. You can open the chest, run your fingers down this muscle that was holding all this tension like 10 minutes ago. Great. So you're starting to get the neck longer, lower.
Yeah.
This is good, so we've got like an external distraction. So let's see if he comes back in the zone of us. In a fashion. Yes. Good boy. Well done. Excellent. And you can touch the skin here. But you'll know what I mean. It really moves here.
Yeah, you can see how much it moves,
And then when
it
you
just is.
it's so stuck.
Yeah.
So even lots and lots of moving the skin and fascia here. This area here on the flanks, some of them will try and kick you, but he doesn't actually seem tight. So you want to get any horses that are like really good at rodeoing, they hold a lot of tension here.
Yeah.
So you want to get like here and get to the skin. See how the skin's really soft?
Yeah.
Some horses that are really tight or buckers, that will be solid.
Yeah.
That's also a really good spot to kind of feel the tension and then wait here, wait for him to take a breath, breathe in and out into my hand. Feel that? Want to see that?
Yeah.
Feel that.
Yeah, he's breathing so much more now, and he's starting to drop again.
Yeah, and then it's just about planting a bit of a seed.
So could maybe start with that then, do you think, to get him to bring the awareness, starting with the flanks, because he does seem to accept that?
Yeah, well, you could do anything really. I mean, you can even go to these points here. That it makes them, rather than look like this,
Yeah.
yeah, it makes them think. So that does work with him. Whole area. He's, to be really relaxed with you on the saddle, he's got to really connect with himself and not be like this crazy ball of tension that is not nice to ride and it's not nice for him. He's like, quiet. So you can kind of go over all these.
You can see the change in his eye just by you doing that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then again, this long bit of muscle is already, as soon as I start to open the chest, finding that length of neck, dropping the neck, he finds that comfort of, oh God, yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here, can you feel this, right? So kind of stay on that point, and then when he starts to let go, then you can let go. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And when he starts to learn, oh God, yeah, how to relax, and kind of feel the not gonna have your fingers like this. Feel like the. See, it doesn't move there. Look, and
Yeah.
it doesn't move there.
No, it's really tight.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you get the nipping, and that's like a secondary thing, you know, when he starts to. That's it. When it starts to relax and let go, you won't be as nippy. The tail won't be swishy. In that area, it doesn't strike me like it's going to kick at all. It's quite relaxed, but you can kind of like cup up here. You see how it's saggy and it relaxes down. That's a good sign that it's actually letting go. I noticed that, yeah, and with your hand there, now suddenly breathes out into your hand.
Yeah, I can feel it now. I can feel his belly coming
that's
out.
That's it.
Alright, okay.
You can pick up the front leg.
Why can I see my nose? That's not fine.
You want to feel like you're just opening the chest muscle. As you open it, you'll see all this contract. See that?
Yeah.
So you're like opening it up.
So
allowing
do I
this
pull
to
it from his
stretch.
knee or from his?
Yeah, like that area. That's fine. Good. So he's already let the neck out. Can you feel that?
Yeah.
And then as you let go, you're going to let go, but let the leg go out backwards. So you get the stretch.
Okay, yeah, like that.
And that also has a lowering. Yeah?
Yeah.
And that brings us to the end of today's video. I'm really enjoying these groundwork lessons. It's totally new to me and I'm quite amazed at how much of a difference that they're making. Dalco has always been quite a hot, tense and spooky horse, so it's really nice to see him starting to relax and take a breath. So this is something that I will definitely be continuing with and working on in our own time. Jodie's given us some exercises to do even just in the stable, so I'm hoping that it'll be quite easy to incorporate it into our daily routine. So thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time.